I have been here for 54 years.
Are you from Hawaii initially?
Yes, I am. Born and raised in Hawaii. I came to University of Oregon because of the reciprocity rule, and that pertained to out-of-state students not having to pay in-state tuition, out-of-state tuition. So my tuition for every 3 months was $55 a term. I got turned down by Ohio State and University of Hawaii, and Oregon accepted me, so I picked Oregon. I came to Oregon and I was very welcomed by the community, and I loved the university and everything about the university activities and campus and environment, so I just stayed. I started in September of 1952. I came when Lane Casanova just started out, and we were not very good, but he was a great coach. He assembled some very wonderful athletes. I was first asked to take care of ticket taking and ticket selling and parking and hiring the people that needs to put on the event. We used to play football at Hayward Field, so it was not like playing at Autzen Stadium. There were a lot of loopholes and areas where people can sneak in, and security was bad, and we could only seat 23,000 people. So on a major game, you didn't have enough tickets. On a smaller game, you didn't have enough spectators. A long story is that the people who were taking tickets and parking cars and everything were not very reliable. On good games, they all showed up. On a poor game, very few of them showed up. So the university athletic department wanted somebody that they can count on, that no matter which game it was, every gate was going to be taken care of. Every person coming in would be assisted. So I formed an organization called Events Management, and from there on it just blossomed. In 1952, of course, we were just in the middle or the bottom echelon of the group, and as we started winning, we started climbing, but we could never get to the top echelon until we built Autzen Stadium. I used to have a gopher job, and the gopher job was to drive Kaz and people like Bill Barman down 6th Street, and that was a main thoroughfare in and out of Eugene. And most of those trips were to ask the lumber people and everybody else for summer jobs for our athletes. And it was crucial because they needed jobs to sustain themselves in school. And so I would go with Coach Casanova, and they would ask for tickets and parking pass, and I was the gopher that had to deliver whatever we promised. And in so doing, I became affiliated and got to do things with the prospective big donors and kind of grew up with them. So today it becomes very easy for me to get to their office and ask for whatever we need, or to go over and say, what can we do for you today? There have been a lot of good games and there have been many bad ones. And of course we ended up going to the Rose Bowl in '58, the Liberty Bowl in 1960, and the Sun Bowl in '63. I would say that the '58 Rose Bowl was one of the highlights. We scored 7 points. Ohio State scored 7 points. We kicked the field goal from the 34-yard line where we missed. Ohio State came back from the same hash line, 34-yard, facing the same way. They made the field goal and they won 10-7. That really stood out. Ohio State was a good team, and we were not supposed to do as well, but we did, and I'm very proud of the coach and the athletes. Well, I have been very fortunate to have started under the first athletic director, Leo Harris, and then Kaz was second and Norv Ritchie was third, and up until Rob Mullins, and did the best we could in highlighting and doing everything to enhance Oregon athletics. We are very fortunate to have people like Rob Mullins right now who understands and have a degree in finance, can work with budgets and have surrounded himself with wonderful, outstanding personnel and with great coaches and great athletes that were climbing to the top. The day I retired was September 30th, 2002, and I made Kaz a promise way before that I'll be here until his demise, and he passed away that night. And after the service, they presented me with his Rose Bowl ring, and I just realized that there's more than just retiring. I didn't do enough. I needed to do a little bit more. And wearing the Rose Bowl ring, I realized that part of Kaz was here, and this is the office that Kaz had. So it makes me feel very proud to sit in the office that Kaz once did. This building is named after him, and I'm doing what he really taught us to do, is to serve the student athlete, the coaches, and the donors. And no matter what title that you give me, today I'm doing the same thing, and I'm very happy and proud that I can do it. Most of the mornings when I come in the front door, I always like to go up to the Kaz's bust and tap him on the forehead, and then I come upstairs. But that's kind of a favorite pastime, and it kind of relaxes me and kind of makes me feel like he's right here with me.